Madrid really have left themselves with a mountain to climb here if they have any ambition to lift the trophy. Soundly beaten in the first leg of the final, it is their opponents who have one hand on it already. Most media outlets have, with justification, stated that this final has already been won in the first leg. And despite all of the bravado and the sound bites from the press conference, there's no doubt who the favourites are, and we should be able to get started very soon now. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. It feels as though there is a sense of inevitability about the outcome here. Is that the way you feel about it?
Well, I think the one thing they can't afford, Peter, to be guilty of is failure to set the right tone here. The first leg result dictates that they can't delay attacking this team, but it has to be done with care and not done in a cavalier fashion. Turning this deficit around is doable, but it'll be accompanied by danger all the way.
So what are we to expect in this final?
Look, we can only hope for a final that will be free-flowing and end-to-end and highly entertaining, but fear of defeat can often dominate emotions, so don't be surprised if it gets nervy and tense.
Got a throw in. Di Maria. Modric. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Good clearance and very necessary. Madrid have it back and they can go again. Marcelo. Rijkaard. Van Basten. Modric. Marcelo. It's been a rather gentle affair so far. Di Maria. And that has been cleared. Has gone out. The referee's awarded a free kick. Casemiro. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, the fact that we haven't had an attempt on goal is becoming an embarrassing reflection on these teams.
Bale. Di Maria. Modric. Marcelo. Goes down, but nothing given. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Gets good distance on it. Kings it out wide. He's dealt with that well. It's Casemiro. He's got away. Hits one! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Tries to get it forward quickly. Rijkaard. Plays it out to the flank. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. He's gone for it! Yes, it's in! Jim, your thoughts?
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserved to.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Well, Peter, the emphasis should now switch to winning it, rather than even thinking about losing it.
Marcelo. Di Maria. It's found its way to shapes to shoot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
And that's exactly the type of adventure we want to see in the final two, Peter, and it's a pity it didn't cause the net to bulge.
It over to the other flank. Van Basten. He's off on a marauding run. Oh, shooting chance! Di Maria. Madrid in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Tries to dink it in. Danger averted for now. That's been won straight back. This must be so frustrating for their fans to see. It was almost possession for the sake of possession. Meaningless in the end. Baresi. Nicely. Bale! Play for a goal kick. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Cleared away. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Cuts it out. It's being played forward. It's got through and... Well, there's the whistle. The first half of the final has flown by. So there you have it. A close sport half of football. It still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now. That first 45 minutes of the final, Jim. How's it looking for you?
First things first now, and they must give themselves a platform to help generate some momentum if they're going to find a route back.
Well, here we go then.
Well, it seems like the perfect situation for fortune favouring the brave. 45 minutes to pack in enough risk-taking to get this match turned around. It's very doable.
And he's going long. And the ball's come out. Decent progress down the left. And the finish! Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
And it's looking safe. Dispatched expertly, nicely done. Di Maria dinks one in. And he's there to hoof it away. Marcelli. In with a header! position to make that interception. Back in once more. And the shot! Dispatched clinically. Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
Madrid playing for pride here, the match surely beyond them. That'll be a throw-in. Marcelo. He's made sure that that won't get through. Madrid have a free kick. That comes as a mighty relief.
And that's exactly the type of adventure we want to see in a final too, Peter, and it's a pity it didn't cause the net to bulge.
Valverde battles to win it back. Modric plays a clever pass. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And it's played forward, and it's got through. Casemiro does well there, alert. Van Basten. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he was thinking about headlines, I'm sure, but he ought to focus more on breaking lines.
It'll be a throw-in. Tries to switch the play. Modric. It's offside. Yes, it is. Keeper sends it forward. Played out to the right. Hit long and direct. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Paresi. Bullet. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Needed a better pass there. It's a promising ball. He's through and all alone! Cleared without complication. He's looked long this time. Here it comes. That could spell trouble. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. careless touch. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Van Basten. Referee has just said play on. Modric gets it back. Now surely has a goal! Yes! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
So is this the start of a comeback? Maldini. Back to the keeper. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and they finally reacted, but they could have been more switched on before he scored.
Hit into the middle. Down by a lack of act. Has a pop! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
The changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Di Maria. No, that's not the ball he wanted. He goes long. And that has been cleared. Goes for goal! It's gone a long way up and away. Real chance! Oh, that's magnificent! They needed something special, and my word, they've got it!
Oh, what a stunner! And from a player who revels when the pressure's on to produce something magical for his team, let me tell you, that's not easy to do, and he made it look like he was on easy street. I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Madrid making another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Madrid give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Hoists it forward. Pull it. He's made sure that that won't get through. Cuts it out. There's a long ball. The final whistle and the end. Winners, but only up to a point. The first leg deficit proved too great to hold back, and their victory is a mere consolation on the way out. Well, hello one and all, and for the last time, a very warm welcome to everybody joining us for our coverage of this competition. This, of course, part two of a two-legged final, so we are effectively at half-time. We do, though, have a clear favourite after a very exciting but ultimately one-sided first leg. Shifting the momentum will require a pretty seismic effort based on the evidence of what we saw in those 90 minutes. Probably too much to wish for. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. A foregone conclusion, or so it seems. What do you think, Jim Beglin?
Well, I think the one thing they can't afford, Peter, to be guilty of is failure to set the right tone here. The first leg result dictates that they can't delay attacking this team, but it has to be done with care and not done in a cavalier fashion. Turning this deficit around is doable, but it'll be accompanied by danger all the way.
We have already started here.
As with a lot of finals, caution plays a big part in the opening stages, but an early goal can blow all that away, so I hope that we can create an attacking contest here, which obviously we want for this showpiece.
And it's played forward. Forward it goes. Loses his balance and loses the ball. That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Maldini. And that's a throw-in. Here comes another cross. Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, good take in a good area. Hoists it high. Decent looking ball. Danger averted for now. Maldini. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Needed a better pass there. Benzema. Foot in. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely controlled.
Well, both sides have actually looked poor going forward. We've hardly seen anything meaningful yet.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Keeper sends it forward. Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely bit of skill there. Hoists it forward, and the counter is on. Di Maria. Good challenge, he just stood firm. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, he's very much the go-to guy. This is right up his street.
He'll fancy himself from here. Cristiano! Oh, he's hit the bar! And out to safety. That'll be a throw-in. good idea, just poorly executed. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
More than... Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Sergio Ramos. There's a long ball. Going through. Shapes to shoot! Dispatched clinically. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I think you just thought about trying his look from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Well, Peter, the emphasis should now switch to winning it, rather than even thinking about losing it.
Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Looks to dink one in. Away from immediate danger. Decent progress down the left. And he's there to hoof it away. Dinks one in. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. And once more they can't get through. Maldini. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Rijkaard. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. That has put a stop to that. Tries to dink it. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Marcelo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Finds himself eased off the ball. Floats one over. Forward it goes.
Madrid really are enduring a frustrating spell when it comes to trying to move the ball around the midfield. They lack the sharpness and urgency.
Cristiano Ronaldo! More pressure on the opposition goal. Madrid. Whistle's gone, and we've reached the halfway point of the final. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight. Had the first 45 minutes of the final, Jim. How's it looking for you?
Madrid are in desperate need of some character and inspiration, and they need it now.
Madrid head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. The whistle goes, we're off and running. Madrid carrying a one-goal lead. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Isco, Casemiro, Marcelo, and it's played forward. Isco, Di Maria, tries lifting it over. In comes the corner. He just whacks it away. He's looked long this time. Van Basten. Chance to break. Tries to stroke it through. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Over to the left. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. It'll be a throw-in. Whipped in. And that's been levered clear. Lobs it in gently. Sort of tried that time.
Madrid showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Hit into the middle. Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Yeah, Peter, and it looks like this defence will go tooth and nail to prevent him from getting another.
Up to meet it! He's got away with one there. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Rafael Varane plays it out to the wing, and it's got through. It's come loose. Battles to win it back. You can get that clear. Marcelo. Casemiro. To the left it goes. knocks it away. Casemiro looks to thread it through. Hits one! And in it goes! And this is getting better and better.
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Hit long and direct. Holt tries a shot! They are rampant! And that gives them an overall lead. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
He's made it three. Quite a day at the office for him.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display. What a player.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Quick glance at goal. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Has he picked him out? And has a goal! It's in! We're back where we started! It's level on aggregate!
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Maldini. Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. In for a hefty challenge.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
And help's available out wide. Goes for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Into the channel. He's got options out wide.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Madrid making another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Baresi. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Just brushed off the ball there. Maldini. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
Bale. He's gone for it! Nothing to separate them. We have extra time.
Well, I don't think either manager can have any complaints, really, because nobody quite pushed for the winning goal, and it always lacked that spark.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. And we're up and running. Madrid conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Bale. Modric. Played back in. Cleared away. Clears it out of harm's way. Sergio Ramos goes long. Looks to play him in. It's a minor communications breakdown. Maldini hoists it forward. Nice little flick. Can he find a finish now? It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch. Van Basten. And that's sprayed out wide. Gets it back. It's a loose ball. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Di Maria. Turns and goes back. Gets good distance on it. We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
Well, here we go then. So, time for a bit of smash and grab. No foul, says the referee. Van Basten. That's a decent ball. This is gone, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. It's not going to find its target. It is a corner, good chance. And it's been taken short. Over to the left. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Good clearance and very necessary. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Goes for goal! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! What about that, Jim Beglin?
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due. And it was a brilliant setup and finish.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
That just goes to underline why they're in this position. The ability to grind out results when things aren't quite going to plan. The signs of a top team.
Into the box. Hits it first time! A real chance and a real let-off. Van Basten gets the better of his man, and he's straight offside.
Madrid need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Tries to get it forward quickly. He goes along. Just brushed off the ball there. Varane drives it forward. Van Basten gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Benzema. The final whistle and the end. Winners, but only up to a point. The first leg deficit proved too great to hold back, and their victory was a mere consolation on the way out. And so it ends in pain as the glory goes elsewhere. So much endeavour, so much expectation, so little ultimate reward.
Yeah, Peter, I've been in this position, and it's a horrible part of the game to get so close to a trophy and have it snatched away. I can tell you the disappointment will ease, but the memory has to drive you on even stronger.